it's a story that has been breaking the hearts of Barbadians here and everywhere. And so that appeal continues for Noy Jemmett. Noy Jemmett, as you know, is a 17-year-old student who has been having the time of her life, living life to the fullest, having plans and dreams. If you look at your screen, you'll see her right there. That's a beautiful child and a beautiful young lady who is just climbing. And so she's now been met with something known as acute leukemia. And so joining us this morning as we continue the appeal on her behalf and the assistance with the family of Noy, we're joined by her father, Janson Jemmett, and her godmother in herself, Shimona O'Neill. To both of you, good morning.
Thank you.
Talk to me, Janson. This can't be easy.
Not at all. What I thought was just might have been a routine doctor visit. In my mind, I thought it was dengue because she was complaining, slight headache, the tiredness of the legs and what's not. And I can remember when I had dengue, those symptoms, I experienced those symptoms. So I took her to the doctor hoping that it would have been, you know, a dengue diagnosis. So the doctor took the blood and sent it to the lab, and I inquired with the person at the lab how soon we would get back the results. And the lady said probably in about 4 or 5 days. So now we went on to school, and the doctor called her the same day.
Same day?
Same day. Tell her, come in urgently. So I left work, went, collected her from school, took her back to the doctor. The doctor said that she has to go to the hospital immediately because her white blood cells was high and the platelets were low. So she said in a case like this, she have to go to the hospital and get a blood transfusion. I was like, wow. Obviously, I wasn't expecting that. And then I asked her what would cause it, what would cause the reaction, this reaction in her body. She says she's not sure, but they sent the blood to a hematologist to get it checked. So the guy called back the same day.
Same day?
Same day. So in less than 12 hours, everything changed. My life changed, my daughter's life changed, everything changed. I mean, this little girl, I mean, I can call her a little girl because she will always be my little girl.
Yes.
Right? I took her to school in the morning, and every morning it would be the same. I would drop her off, then I would drive up, turn around, this is community college, and I would watch her walking across the car park, and I just smiled, right? Because I am so proud of this girl, you know, and not because she's at community college, but because of who she is, a very beautiful soul. You know, I've been blessed to have a daughter that, I mean, no problems whatsoever. If she wants to go, I mean, at this stage, she's at the age now where she should be rebellious.
Yes.
If she asks me a question, no, not at all. I mean, it may sound like a fairy tale situation, but I cannot think of one moment in her 17 years that I was not proud of that little girl.
How old was she when you got the diagnosis?
It was only a week ago.
A week ago?
A week. Roughly.
As in today? A week from today?
Roughly, yes.
Yeah.
This is Thursday.
Only the other day?
Only the other day.
Yeah.
Only the other day.
So it was sudden. It was
very
just
sudden. Very sudden.
And to be known as acute leukemia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
This
sudden.
was not your plan?
Of course
No.
not.
You had other dreams for her to achieve. You had other things you wanted to do. And within the space of a week, your whole life changed. Her life changed as well. How is she coping with it mentally?
Wow. She is so amazing. I did more crying than her. All right? This little girl, people that knows her would know this little girl, jovial, a lot of fun, brave, nothing in change. And I think it has made me happy and still sad at the same time because, you know, when she was in Bayview, you're going and, you know, she's still very, very, very happy and still laughing and what's not. Once I saw her cry, and this was the Friday before she left Barbados. And I was there earlier, and then I went to my family and I was coming back. She called me, and I asked her what she was doing. She said, man, I ain't doing too good, but I'm going to be all right. And I said, I asked her if she wanted me to come back to the hospital. She said, okay. So I went there, and I asked her if she wanted to talk. She told me, hold on. And then after this, she sat up, and she started to cry and said, Daddy, this is a lot.
And what does she mean by that? This is a lot.
she said,
Take your time. Take your time. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. So, Shimona, perhaps you can help me here now while Daddy composes. Because as godmother, you stepped in.
Yeah.
We've seen you all over social media because you picked up the fight
Yeah.
where the parents thought it was a little bit too much to carry.
Yeah.
You started the GoFundMe.
Yes,
How's that
yes.
going?
Well, I just want to go back to the Friday, you know, as Jan was explaining. We found out suddenly that we absolutely need to get her out today. The air ambulance was already on standby, and we were told by her doctor, like, there's no more time. We don't have any more time. We're running out of platelets, and she's not responding well. So when her mother brought the information to me, it was after we had approached organizations to get some help. And we didn't get that help at that point in time, and the doctor was like, we can't wait, we need to come to the public. So obviously I had a platform. I felt like it was a okay platform, and I was like charged with trying to help her mother figure out everything that they were trying to figure out, while, you know, still trying to see how we could get this money, because we literally had $0 the Thursday before we were told she needed to leave that Friday. So honestly, Jan did it amazingly, like, because we were told that we needed to have the air ambulance cost, and that was like 41,000 US dollars, and we also needed to have the first month of her treatment as they arrived. So the first month of their treatment was 130,000 US dollars. So even to hear that suddenly during a week, it was a blow, because it was like, will we be able to find that money and get the insurance on board and all these things? And so we were significantly challenged there, and the doctor was like, I don't care what happens, we just need to go right now and approach, you know, the public and ask. And so I didn't get the video out until like 5:30 on Friday, because we still had to set up the GoFundMe, and we're learning all during this process how to do these things. So we didn't know how to set up the GoFundMe. I had to get someone that we could trust overseas to at least create the account and funnel the money to us. And so we did all of that on that day, in between tears and fear, of course, and trusting God and praying that He will help us to get through. And so I remember praying before even posting the video and just saying, like, Lord, like, just help this to go viral and do more than I could possibly ever get this to do, just so that people try to help us. And I just want to say to the Barbadian public that, you know, you guys have been so amazing in helping us to get this far. And it's been so touching to Jan, to me, to Noy's mother, that our community has come together to help us and enrich, you know, Noy, and to believe in her future. And so we really, really appreciate that. And so, yeah, so by the next morning, because Jan did so much to get the ball rolling, right? So we had like just over half the amount we needed for the plane, at least, for the air ambulance, through Jan. And then after that is like the community came together, and by the next morning, like, we didn't even get to post the GoFundMe online before people started donating. People just got a hold of the story, went Googling for her GoFundMe, and started donating before we could submit it. So it was like God was in there just controlling things. And yeah, and so by the next morning we had cover for the air ambulance and some of the money for the first month of treatment, and it was overwhelming, you know, to see and experience that. So yeah.
That's just one step, though.
Yeah.
It's the continuing, the cost per month of treatment. We don't even know how many months of treatment will be required, but we have to reach at least 130,000 US dollars every single month,
Yes.
so the doctors can begin to do what they need to do and to continue doing so.
Yes.
What's the effort now? What are you hoping to do now?
Right. So at this point, she is still going through testing, and the testing will determine the costs going forward. So obviously, we had to project, you know, based on the estimate that we got so far, how much we would need to aim for. So the reality is that amount maybe a moving target, but for now we were saying the 400,000 USD would have been a target that was reasonable to at least hold her out for a few months, right? But the doctors are generally saying between 6 months to a year is how long treatment will be, but we don't know if that will be treatment in Colombia all that time or if she would be able to come at home. So right now she's just being stabilized and tested so that we would know from there what the treatment protocol would be and be able to identify what the cost would be more specifically. Personally, because I'm an accountant and an auditor, and so personally I feel that we may be under aiming, but we have to try our best to at least have money there. And then the insurance, we're still, you know, trying to negotiate what they will be able to cover. And based on certain conversations we've been having recently, it may not be as much as we thought. And so we still need the community to really rally around her.
In other words, we don't want to grow tired on bringing Noi back to Barbados healthy. And so the GoFundMe campaign is on, and we want to go onto your, look at your screen, look at your screen. You can go to GoFundMe and make your donation, your significant donation, because it's a significant cost, or you can go to the bank. And CIBC Caribbean is the place you can go. The account name is Kathy Ann Allman, and the bank is CIBC Caribbean, and your SWIFT code and all your account details. For those of you watching abroad, whether it's GoFundMe you can go to, we want you to do so. If you can do a transfer to CIBC because you already have an account from there, you do so. Because every donation gives Noi the best chance at recovery. We want to stand with Noi and share this to everyone who you know has deep pockets, who can help, because the need is, the well is deep, and so we really want to be able to fill the well of care for Noi as well. And so remember, GoFundMe, look at the information on your screen, look at it. Time is crucial and critical, and so we want you to start pouring out now, and even as we speak, and continue to do so and continue to share as well. Don't give up, because her parents have not given up on her. Her godmother refuses to give up, and so we as a nation should not give up on Noi. That's her little angelic face. She has such a wonderful spirit and such promise. From the St. Michael's School to the Barbados Community College, she's into civil engineering. That's what she wants to be able to do. And she plays volleyball. She lives life. And so we want to continue giving her the chance to continue living life that is meaningful to her and to her family and to us as a people. And then we can all celebrate as a people because we brought her back. We brought her back. So those of you of faith, churches, civil organizations, just employment, you just want to be able to give. I want to encourage you to give handsomely and generously to Noi. So the GoFundMe, or you can make a transfer into CIBC and make that happen today. So Janson, she's in Colombia now. Have you reached out
To
to the Noi or the who's there with her?
Oh yes, we are in contact every day.
And what does she say now?
Well, her spirit is still the same. She's doing well. She's doing well.
She's positive of mind.
Yes, she's doing well.
And together we're all positive of mind with her
Yeah,
and
she's
with
doing
you.
well. Her mother is doing extremely well. She's a very brave woman. But yeah, these facilities in Colombia is excellent. So she's very comfortable. Now, I was saying before he got a little emotional, she said she had plans.
She has plans.
Yes.
Did she share those plans with you?
You know, summer was coming up. She had plans with her friends. She had plans. She had things to do, right? I know this, right? And I told her, no, you know, your friends will always be here. So, you know, I said, this situation, I don't know what happened, but we will learn and something positive will come from this, and you will have a story to tell, right? And so she smiled and she was like, yeah.
She will have a story to tell. We are all built in that way. We're not built to break, but we're all built to tell a story. And so Noi's story could be your story tomorrow. And so we want to be able to support Noi in this effort to be better. You know, Verena is saying she's praying for the family. Thank you so much for our social media commenters. Pray, but do. Prayer and action is important. Thank you for sharing the GoFundMe. I know that you will take the action of Patricia Ben, who's watching from the United States, CIBC. So we want to do that. Karen, good morning. She says she's already in prayer. She says giving up, it is not an option. And so she wants you to stay connected to the Father. And I agree with you on that one. Pat, your heart also goes out to the family. Thank you so much. Dad, she says, keep on praying, because you are in her prayers as well. So to all of you ever watching, you're commenting, we want you to take action. Go to GoFundMe, find the GoFundMe in the name of Noi
Gem.
as well. Noi Gem. That's in her name, right?
Yes, it's in her name.
Right. And that's where you make your donation right now. In other words, don't stop to think about it. Because if you get busy doing something else, you may forget about it. So right now, as you're hearing me, go to GoFundMe and make your deposit in there. Or do your bank transfer right now. In other words, don't stop to think about it. Go online, log into your account, transfer into the name of Kathy Ann Allman. The information is right there. The account number is at the last line, which is 100-128-2704. 100-128-2704. That's the account number for Kathy Ann Allman, who is gathering the funds to be able to help Noi. The target is massive, but your generosity, we know, can surpass that target. We thank you for doing so as well. And no, sure, Daddy, you want to say thanks as well.
Yes, I want to thank everyone that has donated and has supported this cause. And, you know, towards giving my daughter a chance to make sure that her plans, all the plans that she had going forward, is fulfilled.
And Shimona?
Yeah, all I would say, I want to say a special mention to the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust. They've been the largest charity to donate so far, and we really appreciated the effort. They were able to offset the air ambulance costs. And to all the other charities and the corporate, we want to ask that they will, you know, contribute as well. And, you know, to individuals, you know, even if it's $25, if it's $50, every little bit counts, and we want to thank you for even making that effort to help Noi. Her mom and her actually need as much help as they can get, because she's over there kind of like without a support system. Yeah.
Prayer works. Money also helps. And so we want to take the action to make your donations today. So thank you, Janson.
Thank you.
I wish you God's blessing and His peace, because it's difficult to be able to rest knowing what you know. I just have a memory of a cousin, so I can imagine what you're going through. So I know what you're experiencing at the same time. I bless you with God's peace today. You too, Shimona.
Thank you.
It's difficult,
Yeah,
but together we can all overcome this.
Yes.
Together, folks, we can all overcome this. Thank you very much.
Thank you
All the
so
best.
much.
Keep us posted as to what's happening. All right?
Yes, please, we will.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.